Good morning, everyone. Wanted to check in really quickly this morning to talk a little bit about this trend that seems to be gaining more and more traction, through hashtag, clapback. And I have to wonder, I truly do um, always try to look at any situation that comes across or something that someone's pointed out to me. I try to obviously look at it all, from all perspectives and try to really get a sense of what's driving a particular incident or a particular fad, if you will, or following and so on, a series of situations maybe. And you know whether it's looking at it from functional holistic wellness perspective, health and wellness perspective, in part of my work, or whether it's looking at the mental wellness, mindset, optimal performance type work that I do in a more neurological or psychological perspective. There are so many things that I could unpack without judgment, of this entire clapback movement. And look, I'm not suggesting that as a society we should be willing to just let anyone do whatever they want to us, to say whatever they want to us, to act in any way that they choose toward us without us having some opportunity to respond to it. But I question the response, and I would strongly urge you to consider the response as well, because your response is whatever you choose, right? And so before you decide to jump on the clapback bandwagon, and want to, go at someone for something that they've said, or some particular feedback they've provided, or some judgment they've placed upon you at their own discretion, or through their own skewed biases, I would strongly urge you to consider that your response could be one of self-confidence. Your response could be one of, self-assuredness in your professional life or endeavors, or your personal life, or wherever that judgment may have come from. And take a strong enough look at what your initial clapback urge is, or where it comes from. So why is it that you instinctively or instantly felt the urge to clap back, as you will? And for those who don't understand the whole clapback craze, it's basically, in urban terms, or slang, it's basically to very quickly reply or come back at someone, right? If someone um, disses you, or says something to you, or judges you, or makes a claim against you, or makes a comment that you don't like, the clapback is that initial very quick, and often sharp response to what they've said. But listen, if you're self-confident enough, if you understand the situation maybe better than they do, um, then who cares? Who cares that they've decided to, take this judgment against you? If it's not hurting anyone, if it's not, damaging your reputation, and I would argue that even if there is, that opportunity for pause, that opportunity for collecting yourself, for understanding the response, for understanding what maybe a more thoughtful, or thought out, timed response might look like, if one's required, if one's warranted. And otherwise, make your response internal. Make your response, that self-assuredness that we talk about all the time, right? Make that response something that's more authentic to you and who you are and who the people are that you care to have in your circle. How they see it, what they know of the situation, and carry on your day, right? The clap back is not necessarily a game that we all need to play. And imagine what you could do with that time. Imagine what you could do with, the wherewithal, and the energy that it takes, the mental aptitude, that's required to, draft some sort of and deliver some sort of a response that otherwise really, truly, in the grand scheme of things, doesn't matter. So, just my thoughts on that on a Friday morning. I wish you all the best on this Friday, and hope that you have a an amazing, um, fun, and rejuvenating weekend. So get out and get after it. We'll talk soon.